Keiron, come out of the South Sydney week and turn that into a result this week. How big a thing was that for Saints?
Yeah, well, it's, looking back in hindsight now, is probably a bigger result that I give the boys credit for. You know, you're looking, Wigan went in and they struggled with their game, and Warrington, you know, the same. They struggled with their game too. And I thought it'd be this. I thought it'd be that, but I mean, I said on Sky afterwards that we'll see how they went, and I was curious to see how they went, whether it was just us that had a bit of a hangover, and it wasn't. And you know, it makes me even think even more that, you know, you give all credit to my boys for trying hard and hanging in there and just, you know, just busting themselves to just try and do the right things and get the results, and that's what they did. And
what sort of things do you have to get over coming into a game like that against Cass, following on from that South game?
Yeah, a lot of it's, I mean, it's all psychological. You've got to deal with the emotion of the loss and deal with the emotion of not scoring a try and then 39 points and so on and so on, and pride's hurt, and you go home and lick your wounds and you try and get back out. And we didn't have a chance to really get on the training field to do any work, so we went in a little bit underdone and untrained, but all credit to the players. They're a very professional bunch.
And that's something that you've done today, a bit extra time spent out in the training paddock. How are things looking out there today?
Yeah, good. They was really good. They had the weekend off and we gave them a chance to recover and, you know, get the legs back a little bit. And we did a little bit of a bit of stuff on the training field today, and they responded really well. They look good, as they always do, and you know, hopefully they'll prepare well and go into this game in good spirits. And
keeping that unbeaten run going, how important was that as well off the back of the Souths game?
Yeah, well, it's massive. I mean, I think every coach said at the start of the year that they wanted to get off to a big start, and the way the competition is sort of set this year now, you need to get off to a big start. So we're pleased with where we're at, and we've not really achieved anything. We've won 3 games, and it's a long season. So we've just got to keep our heads down, keep working hard, and hopefully pick a couple more along the way.
And your opponents for this coming week, they've got off to a great start for their season, but just a big loss at the weekend. Does that tell you anything about the Wildcats?
No, it doesn't. I mean, I watched the 2 games where they won, and I thought they were great. They were great against Hull KR, and they were great at home, away to Castleford. So I don't think this game's got any bearing on how they're going to play. They're going to be at home, and they always play well at home. They throw a lot at you, and they're a good side. James Webster's got them really attacking really well, so they're going to be challenging. But you know, we've just got to prepare well, and we've got to go out there and we've got to throw some stuff at them which will challenge them.
What do they do well, the Wildcats, this year?
They move the ball really well. They play with the back rows really good, and Tim Smith, when the forwards are getting on top of the games, and Tim Smith's playing on the front foot, and he's dangerous. He's a real dangerous player, and we've got to work defensively really hard to control things and get that in our favour.
And has that been something you've been pleased with your side, the defensive efforts?
Yeah, they've been really good. I thought we've worked really hard all pre-season on it, and all year we've worked really well on our defensive structures, and it's paying off. I think, you know, the boys believe in it, and everybody's bought into it, and it's working for us, so that does help.
And news just coming in about the 2 people up at the committee, 2 people up in front of the tribunal. Do you expect them to be available this week?
I don't think we'll get. I think we'll lose Kyle Labor. I think we'll lose Kyle for a few weeks, and I'm not sure about the Travis one. It depends on which set of eyes you look at. So we'll see. We'll go and have a look and see what their people think of it. And if we lose him, we'll lose him. You know, it's unfortunate. He's been playing well as has Kyle, and it'll be a big loss for us. But you know, we've got plenty of people who can jump in there.
And yeah, who do you see coming into the house? As you mentioned, there's a few options.
Yeah, we'll just see how we go at training first before we make decisions. We've got 3 or 4 options that we could probably go to. So we'll have a look at training, see how we go, and then we'll make a decision from there.
And just one more on the home, playing the Wildcats at home. What sort of things does it throw up that pitch in that arena there?
It's good. I really like the atmosphere. I enjoy going there. It's a good old school atmosphere, and you know, it's an old school pitch, and it's real close to the crowd, and it reminds me a lot of Knowsley Road. So as a coach, I enjoy going there, as you know, as my players do as well. So they're always entertaining games, Saints and at Wakefield. So it's going to be a tough one, but I'd like to think we could do well.